Welcome to the Heroic Voice. It is Sunday, November 16th, and I am here once again with Rob Jones, our Liberty Girl artist, who just happens to have his own Kickstarter going with his own character. I think you're on issue number 7 right now.
Yeah.
Tell us all about it, please. This is the Heroic Voice, where I talk to comic book creators and other interesting people on a variety of subjects. I am Dennis Maloney, publisher of the Heroic Multiverse, where we feature good girl and bad girl artwork, super babes, and all kinds of Silver Agey style stories.
So the character is called Kate Carter, and it's called the book is called Kate Carter Adventures. She's a stunt woman who always liked Indiana Jones type movies growing up, and decided to go off on some archaeological adventures. And then we got like a cryptid story. We did like a Bigfoot thing, and then we had like a time traveling Bonnie and Clyde. We did a Dracula story, and issue 7 is her teaming up with a movie star friend of hers to find a copy of the lost film London After Midnight.
London After Midnight, is that a real thing?
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah, it's a Lon Chaney movie that has been lost to time, unfortunately.
Ah, a lot of those old films are gone on
Yeah, this
celluloid.
was one of the silent films that's just lost. There's some stills, there's a script, there's a lot of ancillary stuff that's still around, but the movie itself that was last seen like in 1965. It was lost in a fire at MGM or something, and so they wound up losing the last copy that anybody knows about. So yeah,
There's a lot of stories like that. It's all sad. All right.
yeah,
Give us the details on this. You have a Kickstarter going right now.
yes.
Why should people come into Kickstarter, look for what should they look for?
They should just Google Kate Carter Adventures.
Well, not Google, but do a
Well, in the
search.
Kickstarter, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Search for Kate Carter.
Kate Carter Adventures will bring it up, and this is issue number 7, and each issue is well, the first three are connected, but everyone after that has been a standalone story.
Mhm.
So even if you don't feel like going back and getting all of the Kate Carter Adventures, you can just get this one issue and have a full, complete story, beginning, middle, and end. And it does a decent enough job of introducing everybody, so you don't necessarily need to have read everything else up to this point.
Now you're working with someone on this.
Yes, this one I have an artist named Mauricio Mora. He's phenomenal artist, and I found him through another Kickstarter called Damsel of Distress, and his work on that was beautiful. And I emailed right away, like, is he available? And I got a pinup from him. And then after the pinup, it was like, okay, yeah, you totally get this character. Let's see if we can do some more stuff.
So
And yeah,
are,
it
are
worked out.
you writing this one then?
I'm writing this one.
You're
Yeah.
writing. You're not doing layouts. You're leaving that entirely to him.
Yep, totally up to him in this issue. I've done layouts for him on the first story. But after that, he took off on his own, and this is the third one he's done for us. So it's awesome.
So, what is it like, you being an artist,
Mhm.
shifting over to the writing side of it exclusively and passing your ideas along to someone else to draw? What does that feel like?
It's amazing. It's so cool because um writing something, I'm not beholden to myself drawing it anymore. So it's like, oh, I can put her anywhere. I can put her doing anything. I can put her in a crowd of people and I don't have to draw this. This is fantastic. So yeah, and then to see the pages come back, it's like, oh well, I wouldn't have chosen to do it like that, but this is awesome. And oh, this shot here is 10 times better than what I had in my head. And so yeah, it's just fantastic. He does such a great job with all these books. It's been great.
Well, has this happened yet where an artist that you're working with has gone entirely off script?
Not quite, not quite. We usually do a page at a time. So if it's starting to go astray, you can kind of like nudge him back into place.
Yeah, I've had that happen a few times. It's problematic and also an opportunity, right?
Mhm.
Because an artist going off script, okay, what the heck is this, right? Does this work? Can I fit this in?
Mhm.
And that's happened to me a couple of times just recently on some stories where, what I plot is a 22-page story ends up being 25 because the artist did something that I wasn't expecting, but I can actually work into the story,
Oh,
right?
great. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, as I say, it's annoying, it's a challenge, and it's an opportunity because it may
Yes.
suggest something that I had not actually thought about. Just
Yeah.
as an example, there's a scene that I said needed to take place in the bedroom with a guy and a girl, right? And instead, the artist drew two guys in the bedroom,
Hmm.
chatting, right? Not on the bed like I'd envisioned the guy and the girl, but just in the bedroom talking, right?
Hmm.
And that actually ended up giving me the closing scene for the story. It was originally
Oh,
like right in the
fantastic.
middle of the story. So I actually had him draw the bedroom scene with the guy and the girl, but then this page he gave me is actually good for the two guys involved in the story sitting down together and saying, okay, this has happened. What do we do next? Which can
Mhm.
segue into the next tale. So, it's weird, but, quite often, even when the artist goes off script, it's possible to figure out how to make it work.
Yeah.
You'll run into that eventually. So here's some advice. Don't just lose your temper.
Yes.
Sit back. It's okay to lose your temper, but don't yell at the artist. Sit back and count to 10 and figure out, can I use this?
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, what is next? Have you thought about what is next for Kate Carter?
Yes, issue 8, I have two short stories that I've written. So they're fully written out and I'm starting to draw them now. And so I'm going to do issue 8 as a flip book. So it's one story is 14 pages, the other one is 10. And
You're drawing these yourself?
I'm drawing those myself. Yeah, getting
Okay.
back in the chair to do that. Yeah.
Anything else? I mean, flip book, 14 pages, 10 pages. Any
Yeah,
clue as to
yeah.
what the story is about?
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The story for the 14-page story is based in Jacksonville, Florida, where in the 70s they filmed a movie called Zat. I don't know if you're familiar with
I am
that,
not
but
familiar with that.
it's one of the low budget cheesy horror movies where the monster just walks around for most of the time. So I've done a homage to that because I lived in Jacksonville for such a long time. I lived there for like 13 years. And so that was always kind of like around. And so I did my take on the monster, my take on it being placed in Jacksonville. So that's the first half of the book. And the second half of the book is someone steals Kate's identity.
Ah,
And so she's like at the grocery store trying to buy something, and something, doesn't go through because somebody stole her identity. And then she goes outside, and there's another Kate Carter. So there's like this battle between the two. It's gonna be a
okay.
fun one. Yeah.
Someone who looks like her?
Yep, yep. And then it's the end plot line or whatever
You
is
don't give
that
it
the
away.
dog
Don't give
has
it
to
away.
choose.
Alrighty. Now, we never got to my earlier question.
Mm.
Why should people support this Kickstarter? What's in it for
Oh,
them?
yes. Yes. Well, their support makes it possible for me to spend more time working on issues 8, 9, and 10 coming, down the pipe. It's just a fun story. It's like comics used to be, it's just fun adventure story. Um, let's see, what else? What else could I I'm not a good salesman. That's my that's my other
Hey, time for you
downfall.
to get some practice. What
Yeah.
are the rewards that you're offering to people for this? Maybe that's an
Oh,
incentive.
yes, yes.
Meant
The
to be an
reward.
incentive.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. The rewards right now are digital copies of the book, print copies of the book. There are creative rewards as well, where I'll do sketches. I'll do either a backing board sketch for a smaller fee, and then I do like 11 by 17 commissions as well. So yeah, so there's I'm going to announce it tomorrow. Is there's a, digital bundle that you can get all these other independent books and
Hmm.
try them out. So I was very lucky enough to grab one from you, which I appreciate very much.
The first
Um,
issue of Witch Girls Incorporated is included in that indie package.
yes, it is, and it is phenomenal. I'm just so happy to have so many great um, other independent creators
Well,
all
what else is
connected.
in there? You know,
We have a book from Lifeline Comics called Slice of Life. We have Jerry Ordway's daughter, Rachel, has put a book in.
hmm.
We have a book called Hellforged. It's the first issue of that, and they have a Kickstarter running right now, so it's a good tie-in. Let's see, what's the other one? Oh, Green Archer Comics has done a cryptid story, and so they're included in that as well. So it's a nice mix of things that I think are connected to Kate Carter.
It
You
sounds
know,
attractive. Yeah.
yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun. Hopefully it'll get some more people interested.
I should mention, I haven't told you this, but I did a little poll of people who backed the recent Fantastic Girl trade paperback Kickstarter, asking them which book they'd like us to do after the current one, which is League of Champions 19.
Mm,
And the voting isn't complete yet, but it's a tie, pretty much a tie between the seventh issue of Liberty Girl
mm.
and Heroic Spotlight number 27, which is a
Oh, fantastic.
continuation of the Challenge of the Gods storyline. Um, I'm inclined, since it is so close, to do the Liberty Girl book next, which
Hmm.
is the one you worked on.
Yes,
Yes.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a whole sequence in Liberty Girl number 7 where the Liberty Girl, Flare, Sparkplug, and the G Girl, along with the G Girl's little brother Jimmy, are at a campfire telling, campfire stories. Right.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
um,
Yes.
yeah, and you did a very nice job of
Oh, thank you so much.
doing those characters, the framing sequence, and you actually, what it is it's a set of stories that exist that we hadn't really published anywhere. There's a Liberty Girl, a 10-page Liberty Girl story by Tim Burgard. There's a 5-page G Girl story by Alessandro Scaccia. And there's a little 5-page Sparkplug and Icicle story, which was the very first thing the late J. Adam Walters drew
Mm.
for us. We never found a way to get it into print, and sadly, Adam has passed away.
Oh, I'm
But we
so
worked
sorry to hear
directly
that.
from his pencils on that, darkened them and had the colorist work right from Adam's pencils. So what you're going to see in that little 5-pager is Adam Walters. Right? It's
Mm.
his work. And
Oh,
then
that's
you
fantastic.
got the opportunity to tell the origin of the Liberty Girl's Liberty Girl identity.
Yes. It was fantastic to draw. It was a lot of fun, and it was so great to place all the historical characters in there as well. It was
Yeah,
a
it
lot
takes
of fun.
place in 1936, I believe. It's way back
In the
when.
30s, yeah,
Yeah,
39
before World
comes to
War II
mind
actually
too.
broke out. Right?
Yeah.
But you'll need to read it. But basically, and this idea was out. I had this. I was going to do this long before the Captain America movie. It's why the Liberty Girl dresses up as the Liberty Girl. She
Mhm,
was pushing Liberty bonds, um, way back in
mhm.
'36. Her father took her to see President Roosevelt, broached the idea with him, and he said, "I love it." So, anyway, that's the story, and things happen in the story. So you'll have to read it to see it, but it's a good story, and it's the same story that I had in mind from the beginning. Uh,
Mhm.
so we're finally getting around to telling it.
That's
All right, what else are
fantastic.
you working on?
I'm working on Liberty Girl when we
No,
start the
you're a
next book.
regular Liberty Girl artist, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I'm working on more Kate Carter, and I'm working on another creator-owned book called Callista, which is like a space opera adventure Al Williamson story. So that's been taking up a lot of time lately. It's been a lot of
Mm.
fun.
Alrighty. Let's, for the benefit of people who want to keep track of what you're doing, quickly go over how they can follow you on social media.
Sure, sure. On Instagram is where I post the most. It's Perfect Storm Publishing or Perfect Storm Pub. And it's the same for Blue Sky. I check on that every once in a while, Blue Sky as well. So
So Instagram and Blue Sky.
yeah, and then my own personal website is just perfectstormpublishing.com.
Okay. All right. People can follow that there.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to say to people? I think we did this the last time we spoke. I asked you to give them advice on breaking into comics. Do you
Breaking into
have
comics, yeah.
anything cogent to say? Do you want to repeat yourself? Has anything changed?
Oh wow, I've heard this story. I can't remember who it was attributed to, but it was like breaking into comics is like storming a castle. It's like as soon as they find one path, they plug that hole so that you have to find another path. So, um, how I broke in was with Dick Giordano. I
Mhm.
was able to work with him as his assistant, and that was just a life-changing experience. Being able to soak up 50 years of knowledge,
Well, let me just
trying to.
interject here that you've really upped your game recently. I
Oh,
mean,
thank
your early work with Dick was okay, but it was kind of crude.
you.
Um, I think Dick really mentored you, but the
Mhm.
stuff that you're doing recently is very, I'm not going to say super top notch, but it's top notch.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it's just a refinement of technique over time, and just I'm doing everything digital now, so it's easy to keep all your reference together. It's easy to resize things, or if you're drawing on paper and your eyes are floating, you have to. That's just the way it is. But with the digital, you can just connect them the right way.
Well, I
Things
will
like.
warn you, as you're probably aware, since you read the story that you just did, they're going to Korea. Okay.
Mm,
So you're going to
yes.
need to do some research on
Oh
what to
yeah.
do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I love that. I love that part of it. So it's great. I was doing a story. It was a spy story called Shaken and Stirred. It was also a Kickstarter recently, and we needed it. Part of it took place in Moscow, and I didn't want to just guess, so I actually did Google Street View and I walked down the street in Russia so that I could get the buildings properly. Like this is what we're looking for, because it was supposed to take place at this one music hall, I believe. And so I was like, okay, well, if they leave and make a left, what are you going to see? And so I just Google Street View down the street so I could get the buildings correct. And I'll do the same again. So it'll be
Alrighty.
fun.
Rob, thank you for being with us tonight. I want to encourage people to like and subscribe and share this. We need as many followers as we can get for the Heroic Voice YouTube channel. All right. I wish you a happy weekend. Looking forward to doing some more work with you. And oh, you've already met your goal on the Kickstarter. I noticed that, right? And
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So this is a stretch goal that we're talking about with this indie. Um,
Yes, yeah. If we get to 1250, we will everybody who backs will get a PDF of these five indie books. It'll be a fun. We'll see if it works. So
Alrighty then, I am signing off.
thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.